I agree with you about Kyle O'Reilly. He is, I could watch him more and more. He is really, really good. And I really enjoy.
Hey, I can say this now in public because I think there's a statute of limitations or whatever. Davey Richards used to just say some just insane things in public. And here was the deal. When Kyle O'Reilly was in Ring of Honor, he was a Canadian citizen. And when he was in Ring of Honor before Sinclair, and then finally he ended up getting married and got things taken care of, married an American citizen. He didn't have any papers. He had moved from Vancouver to live with Davey Richards over in St. Louis to train MMA and wrestling and to work, right? He didn't have any paperwork. So that's why he never went back home, because if he went back home, he's afraid he couldn't come back. Well, we knew this, and obviously, that's why. Same thing with Michael Elgin. Everybody said, why didn't they put the belt on Michael Elgin when he first got really over? Because he could have been kicked out of the country at any minute, and I couldn't talk fucking Sinclair Broadcasting into paying for paperwork for these people. At one point, I was taking pictures and going through. I've spent about $1,000 on a lawyer to get Elgin's paperwork on the theory that he could pay me back if we could get him booked in Japan and shit. Glad I didn't go through with that, because then he fucking went nuts. But Davey Richards one time was talking about what a great match that Kyle O'Reilly had somewhere or something, but he actually said on the internet, and see, here's a guy that's so dedicated he moved here and doesn't even have any paperwork, but he's working hard. Delirious calls me and said, "Do you see what Davey Richards said?" I'm like, oh my fucking God. And we called Davey and said, take that shit down, you idiot. Right? But who would have thought when he was yes.
Did he take it down?
He took it down. Finally, he got as somebody else put it up. I just did the interview. I said, find the motherfucker. And so, but who would have thought when Kyle O'Reilly was Davey Richards' tag along, and we thought Davey Richards was the next coming of the Dynamite Kid, that is going to turn around and 7 years later, Davey Richards is out of the wrestling business and Kyle O'Reilly is one of the best workers in it. Thank God he didn't get kicked out of the fucking country. That's the kind of shit. Everybody's like, well, Cornette's booking wasn't on point in Ring of Honor. Yeah, because every morning I'd wake up and I'd hear somebody had been on the roster, had been outed as an illegal alien, or fucking Davey done a dine and dash in fucking Iowa with some promoter tried to stiff him on his money or whatever the fuck. Or the Sinclair office is calling us up because we made a deal with some outlaw promoter to split Mike Bennett's plane ticket to New York. So he's on the show in New York the night before he's on our show in front of 72 people on some outlaw show. And they're like, should our talent be working ahead of time? Yeah, in a fucking closet in Brooklyn because we saved half his plane ticket. Let us do the fucking wrestling, Greg. That was constant with it. I'm surprised I didn't have a goddamn nervous breakdown.